I don't usually get nervous when I stand up here because I'm just reading Torah and all the words are written out. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, may it be your will. Shana Tova, everybody. Thank you for allowing me this honor to speak with you on the high holidays. We read every day that we say the Ashrei prayer, Karov Adonai l'chol korav, l'chol asher yakar'u ve'emet. Adonai is close to all who call upon him, to all who call upon him in truth. I've read this prayer literally thousands of times. I started going to shul on Shabbat when I was 9 years old. I haven't stopped. I'd get into the rhythm of the service and almost ignore most of the words. I've been blessed that I also understand Hebrew. But like I said about things we do often, we don't always think about the meaning of the words. This all changed last October 15th. It was 2 weeks after Simchat Torah, a week and a half after my youngest daughter's wedding. I had a massive heart attack at work. I was in his house. He wasn't there. I got triple bypass surgery in addition to a stent. The odds of me surviving were slim. A few months before, I had COVID. And between COVID and the heart attack, I got divorced. It was a difficult period, to say the least. It was during that period, and especially after my heart event, I came to a new awareness and appreciation for our liturgy and how it can help us get through some difficult times. I've kind of known intuitively that, but that event last October woke me up to the power of our tefillot. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to express my gratitude to the TBZ community and the support I received from the visits when I was in the hospital. In the hospital, they only allow 2 people a day. In rehab, visits at home, phone calls, meals, and more. The outpouring of concern and help was astounding, and it helped immeasurably in my recovery. I literally had no idea, not even a clue, that so many people cared. But that's not the only place from where I could draw strength. I found strength and hope, as I said, in our liturgy. The words that were a theme for us last year, Min ha-metzar karatiyah, and the words this year, Karov Adonai l'chol karav, they work together to help us through the tough times. In these prayers, we are articulating our belief that Hashem is reachable, exactly what we said in the Torah portion this past Shabbat, that Hashem hears us, that we are not alone even when there is no one around. To that end, I wrote a poem last February about this idea, not at all knowing or thinking it would be so poignant in our high holiday services. The poem was more about faith and calling to Hashem for strength and comfort, getting past the fears. When I was in rehab, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd be walking up and down the hall singing Min ha-metzar karatiyah. The words Karov Adonai l'chol karav fit so perfectly to where we are at this time and what I have been feeling this past year. It's been a tough year. I called out to Hashem, and Hashem is near. I want to share that poem with you. Getting through the days and the nights, turning to my spiritual anchor, the words of the Psalms envelop my being. I am not alone even when no one is around. The words of the Psalms raise me up. I am reminded of Hashem's presence. My life has been through so many changes, and most recently, the most profoundly dramatic, COVID, divorce, heart attack, living alone, hanging on to friendships. I have indeed come through the narrow place and have called out to Hashem, Min ha-metzar karatiyah. And Hashem has answered me from the expanse and with the expanse. Adonai is with me. I will not be afraid. What can a human being do to me? Ma yaseh li adam. I repeat these words hundreds of times to get them inside of me, deep inside of me what makes it so difficult. During the day, it's easy to keep busy or distracted, but nighttime is difficult. Take stock of what I have and have accomplished. Take stock of the person I am. Have some pride in just being me. No frills, just me. I'm a good guy. I'm grounded in my heritage and tradition. A mensch. Self-talk and self-thought works. It's so very powerful. And I keep repeating the words out loud. And so I encourage us all to have the courage and faith to call out to Adonai. It helps to say to yourself, God is with me. Hashem comes to me to expand the narrow space. And when I feel Hashem's closeness, I'm not afraid. It helps to encourage oneself with words spoken out loud. Like somebody said this week, you can't just think it, if you were listening to the news. Talking to ourselves with encouragement and having a conversation with the divine works. Thank you for allowing me these few moments to share of myself with you. Shana Tova Umituka. May we all be inscribed for good health, mazel, and brachot.
Amen.